Hey collective, welcome back to Veil of Tides Tarot here on YouTube or on Rumble. We're getting into another message. Take it if it resonates, leave the rest. This is the Paradise Found Oracle right here. Okay. We're getting into our daily morning messages. We'll do an energy check as well. See the energy around you and other stuff. But yeah, we're gonna be using the Paradise Found Oracle, and then I'm possibly gonna be using right here. The Dark Moon Oracle as well. So we're gonna see what y'all's message is for today. Okay, take it if it resonates. Like I said, leave the rest, and go to the Most High for extra confirmation with that. We're gonna get into the read right now. If you guys would like to book a reading as well, email angelicalunavera@gmail.com. I will never hit y'all up first. Do not get scammed. Okay. Spirit angels, guides, ancestors, and or any beings of the highest better side, I ask that you come through to help me deliver and channel any of these messages from me to me. I also ask that you send back any negativity, any spell work, any BS, or any malice intent towards me, towards the subscribees, viewers, and or the collective. Unless we're meant to go through any of these trials and tribulations, then with that spirit, I ask that we go through it, learn from it, alchemize it, make it to the other side. Lastly, if anyone may be struggling to find you, reconnect with you, or just find you for the first time in general, I ask that you put them where they need to be, take those bigoted idiots out of the collective's lives, and just help them get where they need to be. Remind them that they're loved too, Spirit. As always, thank you. All right, so a card came out. We all saw it. I was like, oh, okay. So something about the Hall of Records. 10 could be significant as well. Let me get a card from here real quick too as well. And then we're gonna dive into it. Yeah, something's unveiled or something. What does the collective need to know and or take from this deck as well, please? Okay. That was very... Okay. Mantagi, 27. Get one more, please. Self-sacrifice. 24, 27, and 10 are significant, most likely. Self-sacrifice. All right, let's start with the first card. Let us begin. Okay, where'd the... Okay. So, number 10, Hall of Fame. Egyptian Mysteries, Part 2, Hall of Records. So, your time has come to soar to new highlights of self-mastery. Allow the great Sphinx of Egypt to light the way forward. This awe-inspiring mythical figure, with the body of the lion and the head of a pharaoh, has stood for millennia on the Giza plateaus, as an enigmatic gatekeeper of the Egyptian mysteries, symbolizing the pharaoh as sun/lion king. The Sphinx is thought to represent both our human and divine natures. Underneath the Sphinx are underground tunnels leading to the Great Pyramids and other temples of light through which ancient mastery and or mystery initiates schools progressed on their quest for enlightenment. So y'all could be on a path of enlightenment right now, or that's what you're trying to do. Anywho, let's continue on. In mysterious halls and chambers, candidates participated in rituals that tested their readiness to undergo the rigorous initiation of the Egyptian mystery schools. The legendary Hall of Records, which contains the esoteric wisdom of all that is, lies underneath the Sphinx, waiting to be revealed to those who are ready. Travel into the Hall of Records using your inner vision of your third eye. This could also be like y'all need to like lay in meditation and really try and like envision this. This could also be something that could come up in your dreams. Let me continue though. You are now standing in the magnificent chamber of light, filled with crystal tables, transported from ancient Atlantis and beyond. You are guided to a crystal tablet that is encoded with your soul's destiny. As you place your hand on this tablet, you feel an energy rush transmitting sacred information about your past, present, and future incarnations. Open your heart to receive this infusion of light and timeless healing wisdom that brings you deeper into your truth. So you hear the words, remember who you are. Realign with your immortal divine blueprint, your divine power, and your purpose. What's your soul's mission? How can you live your truth more fully? The mystery school of today is your daily life, filled with the moment by moment initiations that refine you into a more perfected version of yourself. Know that nothing is impossible. The only limitation to self is those that you believe in. So you only limit yourself. You could like get to this place, you know, in your third eye or anything like that. You could try and go there through astral travel, different stuff like that. Or you could just fucking learn from the stuff you're going through in life today. So, are you guys ready? Are you going towards that journey? Are you walking the path of enlightenment, if you will? I feel like you guys are. And this is within too, collective. It's not, I mean, you could probably find certain things outside of yourself too, but this you find within. So, anywho, to end this one at least, let's get into the decree. You could use this whenever, or you could use it in prayer, whatever works for you, really. Okay, I use shit in prayer, so that's what I do. Okay, the decree. Anywho, I am magnetizing all the people, places, things, events, and opportunities that I need now to fulfill my higher calling. So you're a magnet, bitch. So yeah, your Hall of Records is here. This is also like, do you see where you're going? You could literally visit this place in the astral. Okay, you could visit certain places. It's like, I feel like I've heard it called this before too. Have I been there? No, but it does sound interesting. I have not mastered astral projection for like the longest time, so I need to chill this out in order to do that again. And I have not done that. So I don't know. Like the most I've been pretty much out of my body would be when I was a teenager, when I would be meditating with my friend Alana, like non-fucking stop. And we did this daily. Like we would meditate daily and it was nice. It was weird though. There was like one incident, to get off on a tangent into a story to talk about this with you. There was one time when I was a teenager and I was laying in bed after doing all that stuff, right? That I literally went to sleep. Like it felt like I went to sleep, but I was still awake. Does that make sense? Like the body was turned off, but I wasn't. Like I was still very much there. I was focusing on my breathing and I kept reading about this stuff. I can't remember where I read it from, but I was online researching meditation nonstop. Anywho, I found this technique to where you like envision yourself out of your body, that kind of thing. And then, you know what I mean? You protect yourself with like all this other stuff first. There was like steps that I did. I can't remember that. But the most thing that I really remember is like I actually did see myself outside of my body. And I was like, I've never been able to do that again, but I got super excited. And then I just was, it was like, I was so fucking pissed. I was like, oh. And when I was seeing myself too, I was like, don't get too excited, don't get too excited. And then I was like, nope, I'm excited. But it was crazy. It was like, it's like third person in a video game. That's how I would describe it. So I know that can happen. You know, the most shit I've done now is like dream stuff, which is interesting, but I'd be seeing shit like that all the time there. But I don't know. I don't think I've ever been to this Hall of Records. But I'm telling you guys, you could do certain things with meditation. Yes, you can. Look into it, research it, look at it without biased eyes. Okay, you definitely can do a lot with, well, with yourself, your spirit collective. This is the vessel, but we're all spirit. So, you know. Some of you are of service to the divine as well, or of service to the light. That just came out right now. Anywho, let's get into these other cards. I just wanted to interject with that because I was like, that shit can happen. It's crazy. It's not crazy. It's just, I don't know. I was excited when that happened. I wasn't scared. I was like, yeah. All I thought of was like freedom. And then, yeah, you know, so need to clear my mind more and figure that shit out. What's that fucking thing that the frickin' quad Mortys say? Free your mind. Shit. That's such a stupid fucking episode. But anywho, let's continue. I'm sorry. Getting sidetracked. That's what it made me think of. Okay, so number 27, expression. This is the dark goddess suit as well. The dark goddess empowers you. Okay, so maybe you need to work with this dark goddess. You don't have to, or you could just take inspiration and action from this said goddess. Okay. 24, self-service as well. Let me see. That's the goddess as well. No, that's right before. So this is talking about the shadow as well, and that's engaging in transformation and shifts. Are you ready to shift? Oh, well, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, but anywho, 27. So before I butcher this poor goddess's name, let me just look it up real quick. um, this is why I like having my old phone around. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mantagi. It's a Hindu pantheon. Hindu stuff is really interesting. Culture, the belief aspects of stuff is really interesting. Kind of want to study that more at some point. Ah, dale. We might be waiting for tomorrow. Shit. Just kidding. Let me see. Okay. Don't piss me off. It's a fucking phone. It's all loading. Like, what the fuck you mean loading? Or start, and I didn't say loading, starting up or some shit. What do you mean starting up? You already started up. Hello. So, Mataji. 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 Yeah, Mataji. Okay. I'm sorry. I had to like make sure. I was like, let me make sure I pronounce this right. So this card represents, I'm on I was on the wrong one. I was on the next one. 27, Matangi. Expression. Matangi comes from the Hindu pantheon and is a lesser known dark tantric from form of the goddess of language and music. Saraswati. That's really pretty, actually. Saraswati. Okay, yeah, that is how you say it. Okay, so let me just start this over. Oh, gosh, damn. Mataji comes from the Hindu pantheon and is the lesser known dark tantric form of the goddess of language and music, Saraswati. Her vina represents the harmonious connection to music and flow of expression and creativity through sound. A sword at her feet symbolizes the clarity and precision needed to communicate and cut through confusion and negativity. So you're needing to use this sword and also connect to music. Maybe connecting to music can help you right now, collective. you listen to the right kind of music as well, it's really interesting. If you listen to certain upbeat stuff and you really get into the zone, it feels like the same feeling as you would feel as like when I would describe God as around, that kind of thing. So it's very interesting. Hmm. Anywho, moving on. So let me add this here real quick, you know. But yeah, you might need to use this sword. Anywho, Montagi's energy aligns with Gemini. I'm a Gemini, so that's interesting. And this card appears as a reminder that your thoughts shape your reality and your words create your life. So think better, do better, collective. There's times where I beat myself up too. We need to not do that. Even if you're not a Gemini. Okay. This could just be connected to that. But yeah, anywho, are you caught in a negative thought or pattern and finding it hard to get out? Or perhaps you've been speaking negatively about yourself or others. Mantagi cautions you that the energy you put out in the words and thoughts is magnetic. So guess what that means? It comes back, bitch. So yeah, if you expect the worst, you'll likely attract the worst. Yeah. So refocus, whether you're aware of it or not. Your current mindset might be steering you away from what you truly want. Think and talk about what you do want and not about what you fear or don't want. This is the golden rule of the law of attraction. So Montaji also urges you to listen both to others and to your heart. Communication is key. And if there's been a misunderstanding, it's time to clear the air. Remember what you think you will become, so think good things. Additional meanings for this card could represent that you can't afford to tell yourself negative thoughts. What are you doing, bitch? Myself included. Okay. This could also represent turning a situation around with your words or mindset. That does go a long way. It does. This could also represent think before you frickin' blab. Okay. Yeah, as a Gemini, I be saying what the hell's on my mind, no matter what sometimes. And that's either good or really bad. Yeah, I noticed that, yeah. So I got that from my mom for sure. She was a Pisces though, so I don't know. It's interesting. But yeah, no, it'd be not besides the Gemini thing, right? Like y'all could really have a mouth on you. Me too, collective. Okay, let's just watch the shit. Okay. Because sometimes you're too much. Not like too much in a bad way. I mean, you could be, but like it could be bad at some point. You know what I mean? So again, not monitor what you say, but watch what the fuck you say. Watch your mouth. If need be, just take that if need be. Okay. Anywho, the next one again, additional meanings for this card is use your thoughts and words wisely. And the last one would be what you think you will eventually become. So don't fucking think stupid shit, bitch. That's really what this is saying. Let's go on to the next one though. So yeah, you may need to call on this goddess, if you will, if you need to. Learn about this woman first, a little more. And get into it. Okay. So let's go on to the next one. Self-sacrifice. Or yeah, self-sacrifice. So this card represents the energy of the dark moon in Pisces ahead of the new moon in Pisces. When this card comes up, you may be falling into a trap of sacrificing too much of yourself for others. Selflessness can be a beautiful trait, but when it tips, not so much. But when it tips into martyrdom, it often means neglecting your own needs and desires to the point of exhaustion. That's never good. So yeah, you're not required to suffer for others to prove your worth, collective. That's not, you don't need to do that. Okay. Anywho, the other potential issue here is that in doing so much to make someone else or a group of people happy, you're not really happy. Also, y'all could be losing parts of yourself doing that. Is that really fulfilling? I think the fuck not. It's nice to give, but not to the wrong people. Remember that. It really matters, whether it be money, energy, anything like that, resources, your time, whatever the fuck, you give to the wrong people, they gonna keep what? Taking and taking and taking. That's not good. If you guys are doing that, you need to reassess. Okay. Um, this could also be like later on you develop like a high risk of resentment for yourself too. You could possibly hate it later on. Or again, for some of you, it could put you in like a shit predicament. I'm not saying to be paranoid when giving, collective, give to the right people, but don't always put yourself on the chopping block, because that's what some of you could do, right? And that's not, what are you doing? Get it together. Okay, anywho, this card urges you to check whether you're giving too much and receiving too little in return. But don't do it in a way that makes you the hero or heroine, becoming all that you have done for someone. So move through that and remember that true service to others comes from the heart and not from a place of self-destruction. Empower yourself by recognizing when enough is enough, and make sure you're not using what you do to manipulate or somehow make others feel indebted. Don't do it because you can gain something from someone. Do it because you're a kind fucking person. And if you're not, just get it up off me. Yes. Anywho, additional meanings of this card could represent knowing the difference between helping and enabling. You enable bad shit, you're just as bad as the person that's doing the said bad shit. Yeah. Anywho. Some of you didn't hear that about you. So the next one could be prioritize your own well-being. You should be doing that to begin with. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, the next one would be set boundaries without guilt or being guilt tripped by anyone. Release the need to save others. You're not Captain Save-A-Ho, collective. Okay, unless you really want to help, that's different, right? But like also you need to be there for yourself. Put yourself first so that you can help others when you can. You don't focus on you though, how are you going to help them when you can't even help yourself? That kind of thing, you know what I mean? Be realistic. Okay, the next one could also for the additional meaning of the card, it could be remembering that you're not obligated to sacrifice everything. Yeah, you're not. You don't have to give up certain things. You don't have to sacrifice everything. You don't have to sacrifice your happiness, your money, whatever the hell. If that's too much, it's too much. And guess what? You could draw a sand in the line. So you don't need to sacrifice as much. If you want to, do it. If it's for the right people, I would always encourage you to do that. That's good to help people. But do it out of the kindness of your heart. Also, don't allow others to like just take from you just because, oh, we're family, we're this, we're that. That doesn't mean you still fuck me over. Right? Or whatever it may be. Again, listen to music, speak your truth, watch your mouth, draw boundaries. And then also it's talking about, again, meditation to see the Hall of Records if need be. You could be being initiated right now for certain things. Just pray on it, collective. I always say pray on it because I pray about shit all the fucking time. I do. So maybe that'll work for you. I'm not trying to convert you guys. Just so you know. This isn't a church trying to colonize people again. I'm just saying, okay, and but yeah, prayer could work. Okay, that's just something. I think that's what I say that because it works, but that's something that stuck with me after being a forced Jehovah's Witness. So it's worked for me still, and that's something I kept with my spirituality. So might work for you, bitch. just do what works for you, collective. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? But yeah, try out the meditation shit if you need be, if you can, or something like that, right? And then set boundaries. Collective is talking about setting boundaries, listening to good music, watching your mouth. And yeah, possibly tapping into this, to the Dark Goddess. Again, please learn about this this goddess before anything. That's usually what I do if I decide to like work with anyone or anything. I haven't really done that except like Lasantha and stuff, which I already learned about her and stuff a long time ago. So, but you know what I mean? There's like, you know what I mean? Do your research is what I'm saying. Okay, do your research. Do your research. King of Swords is all about knowing they shit. So, let's see how's overall energy. Y'all could be really changing something up. Transition as well. DEATH stood out as well. Not in a bad way. This could mean like the old you needs to transition. What is the collective's overall energy from this read? No sign specific, just the collective. You got your eye on the prize. You know what the fuck you want to do. You know what you want to do. So yeah, Seven of Wands is like a lot of people have a lot to say about your path or something like that, and you're not, you have your eye on the prize kind of thing. This could also be isn't it like defending others as well? Hold on. Yeah, you could be defensive right now, or you're persevering through something in general. This is like you moving towards something. You having the willpower to push through. You could be very, 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 you could be very fiery about something that you're doing. You're a spitfire, Harry. So, yeah, I don't know. You could come off defensive a little, but I don't see it in a bad way. I'm not seeing this in a bad way. Am I on the right one? No. I'm not looking at the sheet like, what the fuck? That's the wrong sheet, bitch. You could be reevaluating certain things in your life. Deep introspection. Yeah, there could be something that's like not stable in your life that needs to be addressed. Could talk about that as well. Need to go within. Maybe y'all are coming off defensive to certain things that you're hearing and or saying. Or again, other people could be defensive. Weird. It's like you got your eye on the prize, collective. Outside energies for the collective, please. Yes. Nine of Wands. Some people are wounded or hurt or something like that. But they want to change. So what I'm seeing from this collective is like people could be seeing you change and they want to change as well. They could also like want to partner with you, but they're like not stable with money or something. Or these could be people that juggled you in the past, you know? Good news is that these things are in the upright. They're hurt that change is coming towards you or something. That's so weird. These people like are on their last stand of trying to change something in your life or something like that as well. People could be trying to change something to be a partner, to balance stuff out with you. Bubba, enough. No, you're being ridiculous. Knock it off. I'm being serious. You're gonna make a chancla fly over there. That's what's gonna happen. It's not cute all the time, Bubba. It's not. You know this. Little booty hole. God. You're just over there. Meow, 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 meow. I'm like, oh, gosh. Anywho, yeah, outside energies, they're their last stand. This could also be like you persevering. Again, you're persevering towards victory, towards change. People want to partner with you or like go towards you with this change and stuff. Huh. What is the collective sacrificing that they need to stop sacrificing? Let's look into that real quick. So these outside energies. What's the collective sacrificing that they need to stop sacrificing? Page of Pentacles, your talent or your skills. Is this could be money. Maybe you give too much. This could be someone naive. Maybe you give too much. You're too loyal to people sometimes. Is that what that is? Damn it. You're too loyal to people. You give too much. Collective, I don't know if it's money, time, or whatever. You give too much. To people that just get defensive afterwards. Like, what the fuck? You're giving to the wrong people? Is that this? You're probably giving to the wrong people. Good thing is that things are changing regardless. Partnerships or something like that is changing. Two of Cups, people want to partner with you. What did I do here? Oh, okay, there we go. Let's go piss myself off. Oh, shit. I'm gonna go to bed after this. I am tired. I was like, let me do 2 more videos, but no. Those will wait for tomorrow. Y'all will see them tomorrow anyways. Yeah, people want to connect with you. They want to balance things out, but maybe it's only to get money. Y'all need to be careful with that. Or again, it's just because you're shining now or something. You sacrifice too much of your talent, or something. Or Page of Pentacles, that's like, let me go to that from Labyrinthos. It was just on it too. Giving me this ad bullshit. Don't give me that shit. Each time it does that, and that's really irritating. This damn creak a chair. This could be like what you're sacrificing that you need to not sacrifice is like your future ambitions and goals. If people are trying to like block those certain things, or again, they're trying to take certain things, you need to stop that. You're very connected to the earth, collective. Y'all could have gifts or something. Let's talk about gifts. Let me read this, okay? When we meet the Page of Pentacles, we see immediately that she is one of its ambitious and most focused. So she is protected and nourished, provided for by the suit whose name she bears. So you could be giving money too much, or your time, or anything like that. Or you could be using certain gifts you have. Y'all need to not do lowball shit for yourself. That's what I'm getting from this. This could be you just give too much to others. You're naive about it, collective, or something like that. Something still needs to grow where maybe you haven't. This could also be like you come off a little childish. That's okay to be that, but it's interesting. If this is something that you're sacrificing that you don't need to sacrifice, this could be about work, something about work. I was getting that already too, because wands could represent that too, or travel, communication. Need to invest your money wisely. This could also be if you're experiencing health issues right now, collective, for some of you. This could be just from you neglecting yourself too much to help others. That doesn't end good, collective. It doesn't. I'm telling you this from experience. You need to stop that shit. You got to be here for your future. You want certain things to change. You're going to have to start, changing certain stuff. You don't have to sacrifice everything. Yeah, the Empress. King of Swords. You know what you need to do. Okay. Yeah, this is really the read. You have people that are wounded because certain things are changing. Partnerships could be coming in for you. Or this could be people that were in partnerships with you that like literally said fuck the fuck with that shit. And then what? Now you're going towards your shit. You're not giving up and they're defensive about it. It's stupid. Y'all need to stop giving to people. Yeah, you got them in their head about that or something. Or giving to the wrong people, collective. You give to the wrong people, like I said, they will take everything. They will. Those aren't good people either. They might be broken, all this other shit, but I don't care. You don't give to people consistently if you're not helping yourself. That's just stupid. That is stupid. Let's just call it for what it is. That is dumb. You're not meant to give to people until you break. That's just... Do you want an early grave? That's what it's gonna give you. The light just fucking flickered. That was interesting. So yeah, I don't know. This is the read though, collective, okay? Look into numbers 27, 10, 24. Angel numbers, okay? I don't want to get up and go and get that book right now. I really don't. I'm tired. So I'm going to end it here, okay? But yeah, let me know if this resonated, okay? And if this is your message, you're going to be all right, okay? Just get into alignment. Do that meditation shit. If you're being initiated into certain things, you need to let certain things go. Remember that what you think and what you say matters, okay? So don't be telling yourself you're not this, you're not that. You are worthy of better things, collective. And you can get there. You might have a lot of work to do still, but you're gonna get there. Yeah, this is the message, okay? I will see y'all later today. I was gonna say tomorrow, but I was like, no, it's today. So yeah. Anywho, I love y'all. Toodaloo. I hope this message helped.